For the past 4 years, I've kept my grocery budget to $50 a week or $100 every other week. And today I'm going to share with you how to budget groceries for a family of 2 so you can do the same. I'm also going to tell you how to get $10 off your next grocery bill. Welcome to Modern Frugality. My name is Jen. I am a personal finance writer, and now I make YouTube videos, and I'm doing something special today. I'm going to invite you into my home, into my kitchen, and I'm going to show you how I keep our family of 2's grocery budget $50 a week or less. I'm going to show you my grocery bills so that you know that I'm not just full of it, and I am going to tell you steps you can take to do the same. If you're a subscriber, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you like it and you want more of it, then hit that thumbs up beneath the video. If you're not a subscriber, hit the button in the button in the bottom right-hand corner, and you will get more money-saving videos from me every week. The Bureau of Labor Statistics estimates that couples spend around 12% of their budget on food. And because budgets and incomes vary so widely, I just don't think it's feasible to put a percentage on how much you should be spending on food. We make a lot more as families now than we did 50 years ago, so our percentages that we spend on food has actually gone down quite a bit, but we're spending more on food than we ever have in the past, given what's available to us in grocery stores and eating out. So I think it's more wise to shoot for a target number instead of a percentage. The USDA estimates that for a family of 2, a thrifty budget for groceries costs $391.70 per month. So about $400 a month on groceries, and that's the lowest plan they have. But I can keep mine pretty much down to $250 every month, even with a few extras. That doesn't include my restaurant spending, but the USDA doesn't include that either. So how do you keep your budget down to $50 a week for a family of 2? I've got 7 tips to help you budget your money and save money on groceries every week. All right, so I am here in my kitchen, and I'm going to show you how I budget groceries for a family and my methods for doing that. The first is to plan meals from your fridge first. So we're gonna go into my fridge, and this is what my fridge looks like before grocery shopping. You can see there's not a ton in here, and I am going to look for the things that are going bad first to plan my meals around. And right now, that's just some crushed tomatoes and some lettuce, peppers, and carrots. So not a lot to go on. Probably a stir fry or a quiche. Just trying to incorporate those carrots into things. Luckily, carrots freeze really easily, so I don't have to worry about that much. But that's gonna be the first step to planning my meals, planning my grocery budget, is seeing how much I have to work with and how much I'm gonna need. So I'm gonna need more produce this week because there's not a lot in my fridge. Next is to shop from your pantry, all of it. So we are gonna go down to my tiny little pantry, and it's just right here. I'll probably do a pasta because I have definitely a lot of pasta. Got some s'more stuff from the mother-in-law, so that will be dessert one night. I keep stuff like this on hand for salads, so I rarely ever have to buy more of that. And then I have sugar and flour back there. Raisins again for salads. So I kind of have things like organized out to, here's my salad section. I've actually got my smoothie section in the back, pasta, and it's super a mess right now. I should have organized it before this video. but I'll definitely plan a pasta. And we'll go up here to my dry goods. Up here, I've got some brown rice. I'll do probably beans and rice. I have a few different beans. But yeah, so that's probably what I will do for that. And when I say all of your pantry, I really mean all of it. So even the stuff way in the back, that includes this cupboard over here, also looking a little bare because we're about to go to the grocery store, but using all the things all the way in the very back. So probably time for me to use some ground ginger because it's all the way in the back. But mix up things in your meal plan so that you're using things that are in the front and in the back so that you're never stuck with a pantry full of like really defunct things that you just end up throwing away. And so based on the variety of things I can pull from my pantry, that will tell me how many dry goods to buy as well. Another tip is to lower your grocery spending gradually. Don't dive headfirst into planning around everything that's in your pantry and everything that's in your fridge. Take it step by step. Pick 2 from each and figure out how you're going to incorporate them into your meal plan. And the same goes with your grocery spending. If you're spending $600 for 2 people every month, you can't expect to jump to $250. You have to do it in 10% increments. So maybe going down to $540 or $500 the next month, and then gradually going down from there. Doing it gradually will help it become sustainable, help it become a lifestyle, because if you are going from one extreme to the other, kind of like in a no-spend challenge, that's not sustainable. It'll teach you a lot about what you're doing and why you're doing it, and then you'll go back to something similar to what you were doing before, especially if you're not in the right mindset. But if you take it gradually and expect, I'm just going to make 10% improvements every month, then you're much more likely to create a sustainable habit that has you spending $250 every month long term. 4 is choose a simple meal plan. So you saw I had some rice and beans. I'm going with a pasta. Like, I'm not a world-class chef, so I don't try to do fancy things. It's too stressful for me. I have a few contraptions like an air fryer and an Instant Pot, and I do some things in there just to save energy in the summer and make my house less hot, but I am by no means ever going to post a recipe on this channel. So don't stress yourself out by thinking you have to be this world-class chef. Make really simple meals, very simple to prepare, simple to prep on Sundays, and you will find that you follow through with this longer term. Another benefit to creating a simple meal plan is that those ingredients are often less expensive and more versatile. So really fancy recipes will have ingredients that you'll never use, #smoked sea salt, and that are expensive. So if you're using lower cost items that are more versatile, then you will save more money every single week rather than buying these expensive ingredients you will use once or twice. 5th is to cook with leftovers in mind. So when you're roasting vegetables or creating a soup, think about how you're going to repurpose it or store it in the future. So when I make a soup, I know I will never be able to finish it before it goes bad. So I instantly put some in a glass container and it goes into the freezer. And then I can have individual soups later. So that is cooking and preparing with leftovers in mind. Also, think about some of your favorite recipes and how you may be able to incorporate leftovers into them. So maybe a pasta can incorporate some leftover veggies that were roasted, or a leftover chicken breast can be put into a wrap. If you figure it out based on the meals you really like and try to incorporate your leftovers into them, you can enjoy the meals that you want and thin them out, have them for longer periods of time by incorporating leftovers into them. While I love a good stir fry or quiche, there are only so many you can make with your leftovers. So you really have to get creative and think about what your favorite foods are and plan how to incorporate leftovers into them. And that will help you plan other meals by incorporating those leftovers. So you're kind of like working backwards. Sometimes we think of the recipe and then we have leftovers and we're like, what do I do with this? Instead, you're going to want to think of, okay, these are what I like to have leftovers in. This is the leftover. What am I going to make so I have this correct leftover? 6 is to shop at a low-cost store. My favorite grocery store, hands down, is Aldi. I am an Aldi fangirl. There's one down the street from me, and it is a literal reason why we bought this house, is because it's so close to Aldi. I love Aldi. But since I had my baby last year, I've been doing a lot more shopping at Walmart because it has free pickup, and I love free. A lot of the prices are comparable. They have a lot more stuff, especially with needing baby stuff sometimes, that I've done a lot more shopping at Walmart. Regardless, you should look into options that are low cost near you. So Walmart and Aldi are kind of our only options, but I know a lot of cities will have other discount grocers. They'll have like ugly produce type produce stands. So see what's around you and see how you can get the most shopping done at each of these places. You don't need to be going to 5 different grocery stores to get the best deal on every single item. You just need to shop at a store that has most of the things you buy at a discount and stick with that store. Don't worry about the other stores. We're not trying to make life more complicated. Last is to grocery shop online. I told you for the last year I've been shopping mostly at Walmart because they have more things for the baby and online grocery shopping. When I had Kai, I about died when I took him to the grocery store. When I took him to Aldi, I was so sad because it's my favorite place in the world, and I took him and he hated it. So I really started grocery shopping online out of necessity. But it had the added benefit of letting me track my cart as I shopped. I could easily put items back if they took me over budget. And so I could create this grocery budget that contained everything I needed and was on budget, on target. So that is probably the biggest reason I stick with grocery shopping online, even though now I could take Kai to Aldi. He doesn't hate it as much anymore, but I continue to grocery shop online because it helps me stick to my budget. And today we went grocery shopping and I will show you all the things we got from Walmart. So now let's see what my $76 at Walmart actually got me. So I've got bread, LaCroix, some turkey, cookie dough. I got stuff for salad, including cucumber and kale, a few things of ice cream and pizza because that me, milk, and you can see some of this is actually not edible, like borax and acetone. I group everything together because it just simplifies my grocery budget and I don't have to think as hard about it. So I still include all of this into my grocery budget, even though it's not technically groceries. That is how much just under $77 cost me. We will take a trip to Aldi because there were some things that I wanted at Walmart that they didn't have. So I always open up my budget and give myself that $50 a month leeway to get more groceries. It's not hard and fast. If you give yourself a bare bones budget for groceries, then you have some wiggle room if you need more. You can use my referral link. It's in the description. I also have a referral for Instacart. I'll throw that one in there too. And you can get some cash back on your first trip with each. It's definitely worth doing just to get that little discount and try it at least once. If you liked this video, definitely give me a like below and subscribe to the channel. I will have more videos like this. If you liked seeing my kitchen, let me know in the comments, and I will show you more of how I keep our house on budget in different areas of the house.